Morning, tubers. We'll do a little garden update. Haven't done one in probably 3 weeks, so it's been a while. And there's been a lot going on. For the most part, it hadn't been good. In Memphis, we've been having temperatures well over 100 degrees. It was 106 yesterday, and we've had no rain. So we've had to water everything with the well, but it's hard to keep up with when you're working a full-time job. And I'm out of town. I was out of town for a week in Pittsburgh, and I came back, and things just have not recovered since then. But we'll show you around real quick, and the good and the bad. Really, the only thing good is that compost pile seems back to be working really well back there in this heat. So this is the garden. The green beans are still, growing on the around the porch in the back, the deck, and we do still have some green beans on it, and we still have some blooms. That's one of the goods. There's those pineapples Daniel planted. Don't like stealing his thunder. I have some bad news on my tomatoes. The sucker plant, tomato hornworm, got it. That's what's left of it. I didn't catch it in time, and it devoured my little sucker plant that I had planted there. The cantaloupe are climbing. They're doing well. I mean, we've got quite a few cantaloupe, and I'll show you that in a minute inside. They did all right. Daniel's vertical project was pretty good until the raccoons found it. The ones that were hanging low enough, the raccoons got them. But the other thing that got me was, there's a cantaloupe right there. The raccoons haven't found these yet on this side. But what the raccoons didn't find, the deer did. They devoured my green beans. They just ate them up. There's nothing left of the bush beans. They destroyed them. The garden that Daniel and I share, it's doing okay, except for the beans. This is what a deer does to your beans. It strips them. It ate everything. There's deer hoof marks all in there too. That's the only reason I know it's a deer, because I didn't see it happen. I just see the hoof marks, the prints, and the carnage. Well, the okra is doing well. I've still got a lot of okra. Those are the corn plants that I planted. We've already harvested Daniel's. And the squash is still producing mad crazy. Here's one right here. Time to get it right there. But it's butternut is, there's a lot of butternut back in there. We have to get all those. But the squash is about really the only thing that's doing really well. I wanted to show you something else I did. Had another catastrophe happen with the greenhouse, and I had to replace the skin. We had a real bad windstorm, and I just got to move this thing. It cannot sit underneath the tree. When a branch falls from up there and hits this thing, it pretty much destroys it. But I incorporated a fan. It was getting way too hot in here, so I built a fan into the back wall, and it keeps it nice in here. It's actually bearable. It's about 82, 85, something like that in here. But the fan is really nice. All right, let's go back around over here. This is the original garden that I had, and it's pitiful. These are my tomato plants. They're pretty much done for. I still have some okra. Something's been eating the leaves off of that as well. Hornworms got a hold of my peppers. It's just what haven't been able to stay on top of this stuff and put the dipel dust on it to keep those hornworms down. We have a real problem here in the Memphis, Tennessee area. Deer got these as well. Those are my purple hull peas. I actually went back and planted more behind those, and they didn't get 2 or 3 inches tall, and they were eating those. So the deer are having their way with our garden. And my green beans, you know, the big top pick beans that were like 8 or 9 feet tall, yeah, they're almost gone. I have some cucumbers that got way too big. They're down there. I just kind of pulled them off and threw them in the ground. I'll end up having to go back and composting those. But this little cherry tomato plant's doing well. I still got lots of little cherry tomatoes in there. See if I can get that out of the way. And there's a cucumber. I mean, I still have some things going on. Peppers. There's a pepper right there, and I still have some things I can harvest, and I guess once I clean it up, we'll have a better idea of what's actually out here. But I'm going to have to harvest my corn probably this weekend, and I'm going to clean this up and maybe show you another video after I've pulled out all the carnage from the animals and the heat. But that's what we got. Daniel will probably update you on his garden sometime here pretty soon. But it's winding into the dog days of summer. And yeah, it shows. So anyway, sorry I've been so long getting this out to you. But been really busy. Y'all have a great summer, the rest of it. You still got time, so if you can stand the heat, go play in the dirt. God bless y'all.